place to start learning Azure is with the Classic portal. Now, to access the Classic portal, we're just going to navigate to the website manage.windowsazure.com and log in with the credential that's associated with our subscription. Now, when you log in, it's going to go ahead and load the portal. Now, to begin, let's just kind of get oriented with what's in this portal and what are the components and what are we looking at as we kind of browse through. So we'll give this just a second to load. The layout is pretty straightforward. All the assorted services and objects and things we can create in manage are here on the left. Over here on the right, we have a menu where we can access information about our subscription and do things like change our password, look at our bill, to see what the charges are going to be, and contact support. To use the portal, it's pretty straightforward. Let's create a new website just as a point of getting started. So we're going to come in here, click Web Apps, and here on the bottom, we've got a New button. Now we can also, there's a shortcut available, and for many things there will be. We'll just click New, and then we've got some categories of services and some different objects we can create. So we're going to create a new web app. We'll use a quick create, so just minimal settings. It's going to ask us to pick a URL for our website. And I'm just going to call this one CH Website 001. And Azure, behind the scenes, checks to see if this name is actually available. The green check mark indicates it is. And we want a location. I'm going to put this one in East US. And then a service plan. And we're just going to have it create a service plan. We don't need to worry about it at this stage, what a service plan is. It's something that a website needs, and it's going to create it as part of creating the website. We'll click Create. And it's going to submit a job, and you can see here the status is now creating the website in the background. And this is a very simple, very basic website. You can see the pricing tier is actually free. So we'll let this create and then kind of take a look at what we get. All right, so the website's created and it is now running. And so to use this portal, we kind of have two things we can do. We've got this list, which would have all the different objects, whether this is a web app, a virtual machine, a mobile service, or whatever else we created. We click on the little arrow, and now we can access all the settings. We can navigate back, and then again go forward and look at the settings. And so all the settings are obviously going to be different for each individual type of object that you create. In the case of a website, we've got some tools that we can install. We've got some options to publish things. And then we've got some options to stop it, restart the website, or even browse to the website. This website at the moment is blank, so there's nothing here. So as another example, let's go ahead and create a virtual machine. So click over here on there's a couple of ways we can do this. We can go to the view of all objects. We can click virtual machines, or we can just come down here and click New. So let's go New, Compute, Virtual Machine, do a quick create, a virtual machine name, call this one CHVM001, and we can see that name's available. An operating system, we'll just pick Windows Server R2 Data Center. A size, we'll do 2-core 7 gig memory, an administrator name, and a password. And it's going to check and make sure the passwords match. Region, and then click Create Virtual Machine. And this again, just like it did with the website, is going to submit a job in the background. And we can go down here in the lower right and we can actually check on kind of what's going on. We can see the website's created, we can dismiss that, and the virtual machine is being created right now. If I come back up to all items, we can see we've got our web app that's running, and then we've got this new virtual machine that we've begun the process of creating. So it's really that simple. That's the classic Azure portal. In many cases, you're going to get here when you initially log on to Azure. And the next thing we'll take a look at is the new Azure portal, which has a lot more functionality. It's a little more complicated. There's a few more things, well, a lot more things you can do. But again, just to give you an idea of what's involved, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. This is the classic portal.